What is going on, guys? This is KNasty3890 here. Welcome back to another episode of the Moneyball franchise, episode 2. So we're now going to start 2019. Last episode, we kind of had to build the whole team. You guys didn't watch that episode. I'd recommend watching it. So with this team, we cannot have a payroll of more than $25 million. That includes all minor leaguers. Now, you guys made some good points in the comments, and I do want to kind of mention it. When it's and I screwed this up. When you see someone with like a contract renewable, it means you only have to give him I think it's a 10% or 20% raise. So with Matt Olson, his contract was renewable. I gave him $1 million raise, which I didn't need to. Now, that $1 million, for most franchises, it doesn't matter. But in this one, $1 million is 1/25 of your payroll. Now, there is some, logic to that. It was a mistake on my end. But when people make more money, they become happier. So, that is something, to keep in mind. But in this franchise, I really can't be doing that. So when you see a contract renewable, I won't be giving those guys extensions. Unless it's like a multi-year extension where I may pay a little bit more next year, but maybe in 2 or 3 years, I'll save some money and can keep them for a long term. So here's the lineup. We got Adalberto Mondesi, Jose Martinez, Matt Olson, Chapman, Mancini, Almora, Chavis, Laureano, and Severino as our catcher. Pitching rotation, Marco Gonzalez, Derek Rodriguez, Frankie Montes, Megden, and Paul Blackburn. Triggs is the long man. Bullpen's pretty solid. So yeah, let's see how we do. We have a $25 million payroll. I did turn injuries off just because it's so difficult. Ooh, Jonathan VR got traded for Suarez and Hunter Bishop. Now, what I will do is if we struggle, I will, oh crap, they just offered us a trade and actually backed out. I will trade off some pieces. Now, I want to make sure like Luzardo is pitching. He's one of our big prospects. We don't have a lot of prospects right now. Chavis and Luzardo are our two big ones. Chavis is graduating. Luzardo's in the minors. But what will happen is when we have to get rid, I mentioned this in the first episode, if we have to get rid of players, we will then, when we have to get rid of Matt Chapman or Matt Olson because they're too expensive, we're going to get a really good return on that. So we kind of will always be cycling through this team. That's one thing about the Moneyball franchise. You like a player, don't get used to him. Kind of what happens. Alright, so we are actually doing really well at 35-27. We are winning the division, game and a half up, and the problem is the Astros, I think, are just underperforming. But our run differential is only +6. Let's take a look how the team is doing in the lineup. Mondesi's been amazing, 312 and 9 home runs. And his contract's going to be renewable next year, so we can keep him around for one more year after this. He's been great. Martinez, wow, he is actually really struggling. 258. Now, he does get on base at a 358 clip, but I was hoping we are paying him 1.5. Matt Olson's power is good, hitting 15 home runs the first week of June. Average is not. Chapman, 251, 12 home runs. Actually, it's not that bad. When you put an OPS of 900 with his defense, he has a 3 WAR. Mancini's having a great year, 300 with 12 bombs. Almora, not much power, but 272. Does he get on base? Pretty well, 357. Chavis, okay. I saw the 220 and I didn't love it, but 17 home runs. Laureano, 264 with 8 home runs. We just played good defense. OPS of 781. And Severino, 233 with only 1 home run. If we improve anything, it might be catcher. Let's take in the lineup at least. Pitching, Marco has struggled. Rodriguez has been okay. Frankie's been really good. Megden's been really good. And Blackburn's been alright. Number 5, that's not bad. Triggs is really struggling as a long man. Buchter's hasn't been pitching great. Luke Jackson's been freaking amazing. Minters hasn't been great. Trevino's been bad. Gott's been okay. It's our bullpen. So let's take a look in the minors. Chris Bassett is a starter, but he's pitching really well. How's Luzardo? He's pitching outstanding. But we don't have a guy in the minors who we could, Wong, I guess we could maybe call up. He is a lefty, but he's a 68 overall. We don't have a lot. We might have to go externally. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is this. Let's call up, where is he? Bassett. He's pitching out something in AAA. Let's have him be our long man. So I'm going to do something I hate doing. I got to get rid of Triggs. Now, I normally would just send him down the minors, but let's just save $500,000. Get a prospect who's making 50 grand. We may even get a B potential. Probably not. Oh, we can. Grant Levine. He's making $50,000. He's a B potential 19-year-old first baseman. That saves us $500,000. We get a prospect at first base. I don't know if we'll ever use him. But what is his potential? I mean, he's promising. He's only 19. Is he from New Hampshire? It said he is. Interesting. I live in Maine. You guys probably knew that. 80 potential, so it's a low B, but still, that just saved us some money. Let's call it Bassett. He will be our new longman. And we'll put in Tanner Anderson as a starter. Let's put him in the rotation, and there's Bassett. So let's do the draft. Hopefully we can have a good, what are we at? 27 competitive balance, so we have the 34th pick. 22nd in round 2, and that's it. So unlikely we're going to get like a superstar in this draft, but hey, you never know. You never know. I doubt there's any blue chippers there or not. Oh, there's a first baseman. I mean, not first baseman. A pitcher could be ready soon. Wow. Brian Keita. I really like him. I'm probably going to take him unless something else just wows me. Catcher is a project. Another starter is a project. A first baseman is a another starter. He looks good. David Arroyo. I might take him with our next pick. Ooh, there's a left fielder. Great contact. Not much power. Brandon Moore in a center fielder. Not as good fielding and reaction. Yeah, I'm going to go. Definitely going to take Keita. He's only 18 too. And is that other pitcher available? Arroyo, is that his name? Let me see. Starting pitchers. It wasn't Cy Bunch, was it? That's just an awesome name, Cy Bunch. Yeah, David Arroyo. Let's take him. Now, we got two potentially. I like both those prospects. Let's see what we get in round 2. Ooh, Newton Paris is left fielder is available who can really hit and could be an above average fielder, good distance. Let's take Newton Paris in round 2. So our first 3 picks, I kind of like what we've gotten so far. Let's see what happens in round 3. All right, we have the 27th pick. Cy Bunch, I have to take Cy Bunch. But there is this center fielder, great fielder, but when your name is Cy Bunch, I have to take you. And that center fielder, I don't think has been, wait. Yeah, he hasn't been taken yet. Oh no, Colorado took him. That was him. Damn it. I guess I'll take Angel Marmolojo. He's a 75 potential, but barely scouted. I probably should just take a shot in the dark. Yeah, let's take some shots in the dark. What I mean by that, if you kind of knew the franchise, shots in the dark, guys who aren't really scouted, but they could have an 80 potential. Usually they don't have an 80 potential, but they can sometimes have like a B's. Pretty common, actually. More often than not, it's either a low B or a high C. And I guess we'll take this dude. To finish off the draft, I think we might have had a good draft. Let's take a look. Not great, but not bad. So Keita's really good. 89 potential for an 18-year-old. He's only 1865 overall. Not bad. His per nines are promising. So that's a good pick. Arroyo, he is a 72 overall, so he could help us sooner rather than later. The problem is he's only a 79 potential. That can go up to a B though. So that's not bad. Newton Paris, 78 potential. That could go up to a B. Potentials can go up. Really good contact, solid durability. Fielding's not great, but he does have a good arm at 74 arm accuracy, 73 arm accuracy, 74 arm strength. So that's not bad. Cy Bunch, 78 potential. Not awful. He is a lefty, so, I mean, we'll see what happens. He's only 63 overall, but it is what it is. Sean Lincoln, so this is the guy who shot in the dark. 81 potential. Good speed, good stealing, some contact. Durability is good. Fielding is trash, but, I mean, yeah, shot in the dark, I think that's a good pick. And then shot in the dark with this dude's a 73 potential. So, and the last pick has 70 potential. Now, who's that guy on the Rockies? The guy that we passed on a couple times. Don't tell me he's like a 90-something potential. Oh my god, he's an 88 potential. Damn it. Got too cute with him. Oh, there's a 99 by the Padres. Holy cow, he looks good. Nick Carney. I might have to try to get him. Be really hard to get him. So the number 1 pick was the Orioles, and they got not a great prospect, so they whiffed on that. 98 for the Royals. The number 2 pick, Yeager. He's a project. He's 21. Wow. The Padres got the steal in the draft, it looks like. 98. He's a closer. But yeah. So, I mean, our draft wasn't great, but not bad. Let's keep going. We are on a little bit of a winning streak. At the All-Star game, I may make some trades. Give our bullpen a little bit of time, but we are playing really well right now. And I think we are, could be, wow, okay, we're starting to struggle a little bit. Interesting. Probably won't do this. So Derek Rodriguez we would trade, who is not pitching great, a 4.53 ERA, but we did sign him to a contract that takes the next 2 years. Now, Andujar is an interesting name, but we do have a good third baseman already, and they want Jed Jerko, which we would then have to trade because of his contract, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pass on that. Alright, okay, we're struggling a little bit. The All-Star break might be good for us. So we are winning the division by 5 games, so let's see who made the All-Star team for us. No starters. No relievers. Luke Jackson made it. Wow, 2.03 ERA. He's been great for us. No one else. Catchers, no one. First base, Matt Olson, 28 home runs. Now, the average isn't great, but he has 28 home runs. He might hit 50. Kevin Biggio made it? Interesting. No third baseman, no shortstop. Simeon made it, who we traded, but he's been terrible. He's just kind of like the 238 with 5 home runs. Yeah, he's kind of like the token Oriole. No left fielders, no center fielders. Now Mike Trout's having an amazing year. And no right fielders. So, we had, what, 2? Take a look at top prospects. Luzardo is up to 11 now. So he's shooting up the list. Anyone else come up onto this list for us? Probably not for top prospects. Nope. Alright, I'm going to go a little bit further. Let's go through this series with Houston and see where we are. Blake got traded. He's been struggling for Joe Adele. He's now in the division, but Joe Adele's out of the division. Big time prospect. So I'm not, yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, so we are 4 games up on Houston. Let's take a look at that rotation. So Marco's been pitching a little better. Rodriguez now has an ERA north of 5. Frankie's been our ace. Megden's been great, and Blackburn's been solid. Bassett's done pretty well as our long man. Buchter's still struggling. Jackson's pitching great. Minter's been kind of struggling. Trevino's really struggling, and he's making over $1 million. No, $500,000. Gott's really struggling. Simber's been alright. Who's the guy who's making a lot? Buchter. Yeah, he's making over $1 million. So I want to get another reliever. And maybe a catcher, but let's take a look at the lineup. Now, Mondesi's still having a good year. Martinez is alright. Olsen, we saw 33 home runs now. Chapman. Mancini's been great. Almaro's been good. Chavis, not good average, but good power. Laureano, I mean, he's more for defense. And Severino's kind of just struggling. So maybe we can get things to find. Maybe a catcher. And definitely another bullpen arm. So let's view the trading block. Now, alright, Tyler O'Neill's available. I'm just looking at the contracts. He's only making $500,000. We could take on a little bit of money because we could trade Buchter, and our budget is still at $22 million because we got rid of Trick. So we have $3 million we can add. Let's make a deal. So how's Sedano pitching? He's not pitching great. Givens, he's been alright. Last year of his deal, oh no, he's up for arbitration. So that would be a rental if we got Michael Givens, who's pitching alright. If I put Buchter in the deal, do they have a good catcher? They have, I mean, Adley, they won't trade. So let's do this. If I put in Buchter, who else could I include? Let's see. How's Mark Reynolds been for us? 313. He's at 32 at bats, but I want him for the playoffs. All right, you know what? Michael Givens is just not going to work. So let's go find a different reliever who could help us out. Moranta on the Giants. Oh, he's been terrible. Okay, not him. Robbie Erlin on the Padres. He is a lefty who's pitching outstanding, a .87. Oh, we can get this to work. Buchter, and we just have to include like a prospect. Let's see. What do they want? They want a second base. We really don't have many. But they do like Perez. Maybe let's see if we can include a guy who's making like 500. Like Nick Martinez making 500,000. We can throw him in. And do we have any other guys who are making? There we go. This guy who's making 80K as a starter. There we go. We get Robbie Erlin. We actually saved 600,000 by doing this. We get a dominant lefty. That was a great trade. Now let's see if we can find a catcher. Oh, there's Austin Hedges. Austin Barnes. Great discipline. He gets on base. He's actually having a very good year. So what if we do this? We put in Severino. Oh, we are going to get this to work. I just have to throw in like a body. Like a warm body. There we go. We get Austin Barnes, who's going to get on base for us. And let's see if we can... No, let's just build this team up now. So there is Erlin. I might just send... No, Mentor's making how much? 500,000. His contract's renewable. Trevino's pitched terrible. Same with Gott. I do want to have 2 lefties. So hang on. Let's put Austin Barnes in the lineup. And I'm not sure if we should... There we go. Now, Austin Barnes, 298, 12 home runs with a 443 on base. 4-5. So that's pretty good. We got him. We didn't have to give up a lot for him. Now, what is our budget right now? 21 million. That's actually quite impressive. Let's do the trading block. We could get Kenta Maeda. The Dodgers want to move him, who's pitching really well. Year 1 of 5 of his contract. It's 3.1 every year. We could afford him, but I'm not sure if he's worth that money. Steven Matz. How's he been this year? 286. He's up for arbitration, so this is a rental. Even though he's not a free agent. So we would then trade him. Like, what would I trade Derek Rodriguez? They would do Derek Rodriguez for Steven Matz. But Derek Rodriguez is a very team-friendly contract. Marco Gonzalez is pitching not as good, but we could put... I don't know. Nah. Swartak's making $8 million. I misread that. Let's go a little... We're not at the trade deadline yet. We got another week or so. Let's just see what happens between now and then. Alright, now we're at the trade deadline. 4.5 up. Matt Olson's been ridiculous. Minter and Trevino. I can't have them both. Okay, you know what? Let's just get another reliever. I want one more reliever, so let's go find a guy. And we can spend a little bit of money on it. Keon Keela? How's he been? Struggling. Nebel, that's too much. Jeremy Jeffries, 3.2. Matt Bowman's only a $500,000 salary. He hasn't even pitched, so he's in the minors. I'll trade for him. I'd give up Trevino. Oh, we can get this to work. And we'll give up this first base prospect. And there we go. We get Matt Bowman. We actually technically saved $50,000. And he's in the minors. I'm going to call him up. Where is he? And I'm going to actually send down Minter. Let him work a little bit in the minors, unless he doesn't have options. He does. And I'm going to call up another player. Or maybe even... I do want like a speedster on the bench. So let's find a speedster. I guess we can do a little player search. I kind of want a guy, you know, we're in the playoffs and we need to steal a base. So let's take a look at speed. Min 90. And we do have Mondesi, but I want Delano DeShields. Someone like that would be perfect. How much is he? 1.4 million. It's a little pricey, but it's for 1 year. And he should be easy to get. So let's do that. And we include a guy like... Oh, wow. They actually value him quite a bit. Austin Beck would get the deal done. All right. There we go. We are taking on money, but we can afford it. And that's really going to help us out. Now, our budget is at $23 million, and we're going to call up DeShields. And like I said, he is literally on this team to steal a base in the playoffs. Or bunt. We need to get that like suicide squeeze or a bunt in the playoffs. And I got to show you. It doesn't matter if you're on the Major League or minor league team. It's still at $23 million. So now, I think we're all set. Let's finish the year. Hopefully we can make the playoffs. Let's auto fix that. And we are struggling right now. Not ideal. Okay, Houston. And we won 3 out of 4. And we lost 2 out of 3 to the Yankees. Alright, we're playing the Yankees again. And we won 2 out of 3. So we are currently 79-58. 1 game above the Astros. Now, what are we for the wild card? Astros are the number 2, 1 game above the Rays. We're 2 games out of the playoffs. We do play Astros coming up, so let's go to that series. Alright. They are now... Are they like... How many games in a row have they won? 30? They've won 10 in a row. At least we're now 2 up on the Rays. Alright, we got 4 with the Astros. We don't play the Rays again, so this is a huge series. We split with them. Okay. Alright, so where are we now? 80. Okay, we're tied with them. And the Astros are 3 up on the Rays, so it's looking very good like we're going to at least make the playoffs. Big series with Texas, and they're not that good. We got to win at least 2 out of 3. And we did. Angels stink. Got to sweep these 2 games. We got swept. We're still tied with Houston. We beat Seattle. Seattle's terrible. We won the first 3 games. Did we already clinch the division? No, we have clinched a playoff appearance. So we're in the playoffs with the $23 million payroll. If we win this game, we win the division. We did. We won the division, 95 wins with a payroll of 23 million? 23 million, 95 wins. Is that the best record in the American League? No. The Red Sox won. Holy shit. 113 wins for the Red Sox? Oh, God, I don't want to play them. Let's take a look at top prospects. Bobby Witt, who's the number 2 pick in the real-life draft, he's at number 6. Luzardo's at 11. Adley's at 9. I don't think we're going to have anyone else. But maybe sometimes people just shoot up through this. Joe Adell's at 28, who got traded. Sean Murphy was a prospect of ours. He is at 45. We traded. But you know what? Hey, we won 95 games. Marco, 3.70 ERA. Derek Rodriguez did struggle. Frankie struggled a little bit down the stretch. Megnan was good. And Blackburn was good. I mean, the rotation was pretty solid. Other than Derek Rodriguez, everyone's ERA was in the 3s. Bassett did struggle down the stretch. Erlin was amazing. Luke Jackson was great. Gott struggled. Bowman only pitched 3 1/3 innings, and he struggled. Simber was all right. Not great, but not awful. 43 saves. The bullpen, I mean, I feel like Luke Jackson and Erlin are the 2 guys who are going to get used a lot. So we'll see. Take a look at the lineup. Mondesi, 285, 22 home runs, 39 stolen bases, a WAR of 4.5. Jose Martinez, whoa! 33 home runs for Jose, 288, 374 on base, 490 slugging, OPS of 864, a WAR of only 3.6 because he's a DH. Matt Olson, 52 home runs, 116 runs batted in, 245 average, 336 on base, 547 slugging, OPS of 883, a WAR of 5.9. Wow. Chapman hit 30 home runs with a 288 average. He's now a 98 overall? Holy... And we don't have him locked up yet, but he's up for arbitration. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to keep him. Damn it. At least we know we can get an amazing haul for Matt Chapman if we can't keep him, but more of 8-2. Mancini, holy shit. He hit 305 with 46 home runs. He's now an A potential. Trey freaking Mancini. Almora hit 288. 22 home runs, 12 stolen bases. We got caught 17 times. He does have a stealing rating of 1. OPS of 840, WAR 5.1. He's now an A potential. He's going to be at arbitration. We're going to have to let him go after the season, but we're going to get such a great farm system. Chavis, now 244 average isn't great, but 31 home runs at second base. That's very Dan Uggla-like. And that's not bad. And he's contract renewable next year. Laureano, 236 average, only 14 home runs. OPS of only 700. His WAR was 2 because he does play good defense. He has that cannon for an arm. And Barnes, 285, 18 home runs. WAR of 7.2 at catcher. That's pretty impressive. Reynolds, Kevin Smith, Yastrzemski, Solarte, and Delano DeShields is our bench. Let's take a look at awards. JD Martinez, 304 with 61 home runs. Arenado, Chris Sale, and Patrick Corbin. Batting title went to Betts and Adam Eaton. Relievers, Shane Green and Doolittle. Eloy and Austin Riley got Rookies of the Year. Did we get any awards? Matt Chapman got Gold Glove. That's reasonable. Silver Slugger went to Matt Olson at first. Wow. Yohan Moncada got 38 home runs. And Mancini got a Silver Slugger. So, you know what? This was a successful year, and our budget, like I said, is at $23 million. Now, Erlin's a free agent. We're not going to be able to keep him most likely at that money. We'll see. Reynolds, we probably won't bring him back. But the big one is going to be freaking Matt Chapman. making $500,000 this year or something like that. He's up for arbitration. He's going to make so much money. But we'll worry about that. We're going to be playing Cleveland at the beginning of next episode, so please drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you are new. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.